Welcome to Albania, a gorgeous, underrated country located in Europe's Balkan Peninsula. With crystal clear coastlines, charming towns, and the rugged beauty of the Albanian Alps, this country completely surprised us. We're here for the first time and we're heading straight to one of the most iconic hikes in Europe, the Theth Trail. In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes as we plan the trek, starting in Shkodër, busing to the remote village of Theth, hiking to one of Albania's stunning blue eyes, and of course trying some traditional Albanian food. Come see how Albania became one of our top hiking destinations. Welcome to country number 14, Albania! We are so excited to be here and explore this country. A few days ago, we took a bus from Montenegro to this town of Shkodër that is right on Shkodër Lake. I am just pumped to be exploring a new country again.
Before we get started, we often get the question of where do we stay? Like Airbnbs, hotels, hostels. But we're actually staying in a lot of booking.coms lately, mainly because you pay in cash. And we're currently in someone's apartment. And this is actually kind of funny because it costs $21 a night. But let me give you a quick tour. So this one has a kitchen. We got our living space. Also, don't mind the mess because, you know, we've been here for a few days. Here's a bedroom with a desk as well. It helps with all like editing, planning, you know, getting some downtime. But the best part is passing through the bathroom, which, okay, European showers also throw me off because there's no like curtain or place to catch the water. It just gets all over the bathroom. Anywho, this place has a washer. And when you're living out of your suitcases, it's the little things that add up and make the journey a little better.
And another unique thing about this is our first time in a country that is majority Muslim, and there's a mosque outside that does the call to prayer. So that was our first time like hearing the call to prayer. We hear it every day, and it's just something completely different that we've never experienced before. So tomorrow we're starting our first big adventure. A lot of people come to this town to start a hike through the Albanian Alps, or also known as the Accursed Mountains. And this is a very involved hike. It's gonna take us 3 days to accomplish the whole mission. So we have to prepare for a few things. We have to go get some snacks to take on our journey because there's not gonna be any stores in these little tiny towns that we're going to. We need to go get some money because cash is king. And we need to pack our bags, which is gonna be interesting because we're going at like the very end of the season and it's gonna be 30 degrees there, I think a high of 50. So we're gonna be packing all the warm clothes that we have. But we have a lot to do, so we have to get going and get some snacks. Mission accomplished.
Here's the snack haul. Basically, you can tell which snacks I picked out. The candy, chocolate, Becky got fruit. She's really been enjoying like these apricot things. And yeah, that's about it. But now it's time to show y'all one of our budget dinners because we typically don't show this stuff. It's kind of fun.
So one of our favorite things to make when we are traveling is a taco mix. So look at all that goodness. These are leftovers. We've been eating this for like 3 days now and it's so good. We get all of our veggies in there. We get peppers, onions, beans, corn. We get meat from the supermarket and it's just delicious, easy, and we love it. Look at that. So tomorrow we have an early bus. There's only one bus that goes to this little town and it leaves at 7 a.m. So we have to get packing for tomorrow.
We're pretty much done packing, so we are going to hit the bed early tonight and we'll see y'all bright and early in the morning. Good, way too early of a morning. It's about 5:50. We're finishing packing up because the only bus that will take us to the town we need to go to leaves about around 7, so we're gonna leave here around 6:30 and just have to pack a little bit more. I'm tired.
I'm ready to go! I will say we had a little laundry mishap. My sweatpants kind of smell like stinky, but that's what I gotta wear. And you bet your bottom I'm wearing the same clothes every day.
Nasty. I brought a change of clothes, and I'm hoping there's a shower, and I plan to have a few outfits over the next few days.
Let me clarify. Okay, my bottom layers, I'm changing, but my outer layers are gonna be staying the same because they're my warm stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna finish getting ready.
All right, the goal is to leave by 6:40. 6:45, not bad. All right, let's go. I'm so excited. There's only one bus if we miss it. We're screwed. Honestly, we don't really know what to expect with this bus ride. You know, we don't know if it's gonna be a fancy bus, not a fancy bus. We know it's gonna be 2 hours into the Albanian Alps, so I'm excited for this drive because it's probably gonna be beautiful.
And because of that, I also didn't know what to wear. Sometimes buses are really hot, sometimes they're really cold. I don't know, so I'm still in a t-shirt. I haven't changed my crew neck yet, but we are prepared for either or.
So we made it onto the bus, and it is a very nice bus, very roomy. We were able to buy the tickets online, and it was $13 a person. Whoa, baby. We've been driving for an hour and a half, and we just stopped for a 10-minute break to go to the bathroom and coffee, and this view is insane.
Yeah, it's been a pretty fun drive, and it's always so funny when cars go off switchbacks too, because I just think of like all the hikes I've done. Not to know something's really steep, but then this platform just leads like to an overlook of all these mountain peaks, and it's still a little foggy, and like the way the sun's hitting those mountains and the colors are popping. Yeah, it's a pretty nice break.
And we're going even deeper. Wow, this road has been so fun. It just zigzag back and forth, one lane. Every time another car passes, you have to slow down. This is fun.
But I want coffee. So.
I want potty.
Let's go. 2 types of people. What an amazing stop, but we gotta go back to the van and get going. I'm excited to see the final destination.
Woohoo! We made it!
Wow.
Come here.
Bye-bye.
Look at all these mountains! How fun! That's pretty neat. We have about 900-meter walk to our Airbnb. It's not going to be ready yet, but they said we could drop our bags off, and then we'll figure out what to do next. I'm pumped.
We don't say it often. I'm just like really grateful to just be here. Like getting dropped in a town, just surrounded by peaks. Just excited for what this hike and the rest of our time here is going to lead to. And I was finally able to catch up on Chromacopia, Tyler Creator's new album. So that was fun to listen to that on the ride and just kind of pop into this mountain town. All right, let's get this walking though. Look how big this dog is. Don't let it get drool on you.
That's a big boy.
Bro, that dog's thick.
It's so big. So we're in the town of Theth, and the main road is just a gravel road. The pavement has left us. We're in gravel. It's a one-street town. I can't wait to explore a little bit more.
Are we there yet?
No.
Boo. Somehow the dogs always find us. Cute little stay.
This is adorable. It's so cozy. And we get our own bathroom? What? That's crazy.
And we got some pretty good views too of the mountains.
Do we?
Yeah.
Whoa! They're so big. Those are some peaks. I can't wait to hike in them.
We packed our bags, but since we get FOMO, we couldn't be in Theth and not visit one of Albania's Blue Eyes.
And our goal is to eat lunch at this Blue Eye. Maybe a little bit earlier.
I sometimes get hangry.
Yeah, it says it's about a 2-hour walk on Google Maps. But we could have just stuck around town too and checked out Theth, but it's a pretty small town and we might be able to do that when we get back from our hike, which is another reason why we should go quick.
I guess we're crazy enough to do a 10-mile warm-up hike before tomorrow's hike, which should be even way more interesting and involved. So I'm excited to see what this one has to offer.
Assessing how I'm going to tackle this.
There's a bridge over there.
I think it ends, but let's go check it out. It looks like a cool bridge.
See, there it is. I think it takes us to the other side.
From a distance, it just looked like it ended at a cliff, but it continues on. Wow. It is so beautiful. We're just following this river that's crystal clear, has a beautiful water sound. I'm in a sound machine right now. We're still in fall. We're not getting away from it, and I love that.
And it's supposed to rain next weekend, which means this area might be covered in snow. So maybe like the last time we can do an advanced mountain hike on this trip. Huh, just pops you right back out.
We came across a bridge and it does not look the sturdiest. Google Maps has called it the Goat Bridge. I think we can do it. Oh, I think people might have made another path. So we're gonna do some investigating before we cross. I think I like that way.
Assessing the situation. What do you think, right or left? I'm thinking maybe left because I can jump from the bigger rock. Doop.
You made that look easy.
Yeah, it was.
Oh no.
Okay, I can do it too.
You guys get to see what I see. Okay, that was easy.
Honestly, this hike's pretty gorgeous already. It just kind of takes you down into a canyon. And now we're just walking along. You see all like the rocks in the big open area with all the fall colors. Pretty fun. We're still trekking decent on time right now. But if you watch some of our videos before, you know how that goes, so we'll see. It was recently daylight savings, so the sun will go down quick, which is partially why we're rushing a lot right now. Whoa, butterfly. Big old rocks.
I have to look down and not up. So we're about halfway through the hike, and so far this hike has been very mild. This is probably the flattest hike that we've done on our whole year of travel. Once you get halfway, you come across this little town and they have a restaurant. We're gonna cross over the bridge and we're almost to the Blue Eye. Well, I guess we're halfway there, so we're halfway close. It's been so nice though.
Today's hike's been a lot of fun. And I was telling Becky, I'm like, I originally thought we were signing up for like a mountainous hike. The fact that it's not, it's kind of a win. Guess it's a pretty nice warm-up one. Whoa.
They have like a little lounging area right by the river. That's so cute. So we made it to the official start of the Blue Eye, and it starts in this town. You're greeted with a giant parking lot, and there's a few restaurants you can go to as well. But we're still 40 minutes, is what my map is saying, that we are away from the Blue Eye. And one of my favorite things about this so far is that when we get to the start, there's this cool looking bridge that we have to cross. Oh, it is so beautiful here. And you can tell, like in the summer, it gets packed. There's a ton of parking, and I'm sure all of it gets filled up. So I'm really glad to be here, not during peak season. Whoa! And another thing we forgot to mention is you can take a taxi from Theth to this town and then start your hike from here, and it's only 40 minutes of hiking. And we may actually end up taking a taxi back to town, depending on how much it is. We'll let you know on that. We're still gotta go to see the actual Blue Eye. Probably not safe. This bridge is a little scary. We don't have to go over it, but we're going over it.
Yeah, we're actually gonna go that way. And then.
Alright, so if we're going to the Blue Eye, that water's already pretty blue. Do you think it's gonna be more blue than that?
Maybe. Wow, that was very blue.
It's so blue.
It's like a teal.
Kinda wanna just jump in. Oh yeah, there's an arrow pointing us to where we have to go. I thought this trail was gonna be a 10 out of 10 all across the board. But then we came across a spot that is not so nice. It's just like trashed, which is really sad. It's just, there's garbage everywhere, which is not good for anyone or anything. But when you're hiking, remember to leave no trace. So when you're about 1 kilometer away from the Blue Eye, you just have to go uphill, over some rocks on a skinny path. This feels more like hiking.
We just passed the sign that says welcome to the Blue Eye, and I'm actually kind of excited because I didn't realize how blue some of the water would actually look, and we've seen a lot of people coming back, so maybe they either know something we don't know or we're gonna have it all to ourselves. Overall, it's a pretty easy hike, I would say. The last kilometer of this was, you know, had me huffing and puffing, but kind of went by really quick and a lot of great views, so I'm excited to see the last scenic spot.
We're getting the first glimpses of the blue water.
Wow. Like teal.
I know. It is so clear and so blue. And we're not even to the Blue Eye part. Wild. That other bridge still wasn't the Blue Eye, but now I can see it and it looks blue.
I still haven't looked at it because I wanted to wait till we got closer, and the trail's a little slippery. So here we go. 3, wait, 2, 1. Wow, that is actually so blue. It's like a teal color. A perfect place for a picnic. We made it to the Blue Eyes, and look at it in all of its glory and blueness. It's honestly just amazing how blue some water, not only just blue, but how clear it also looks. And I don't know, I've seen a few blue waters on this trip so far. It just doesn't get old.
It's pretty. It's not very big, so I'm glad there's no one else really around. There's a few people, but beautiful.
Can you swim here in the summer?
I think so.
Wow, this place would be crowded, I bet.
Oh, I bet. I will say, getting to the other side looks a little... Bye-bye. Pretty sturdy.
To give you a better idea on why they call it a Blue Eye, because you get to see an aerial view of it. And lunch was really good, and as you can probably see, it's getting really crowded here. But that just means everyone's enjoying it. It's sunsetting, even though it's like 2:30, which is bizarre. And just an overall peaceful and enjoyable hike with a great view at the end, to be honest.
All the bridges have been like a little scary, but this one's like extra scary, and I'm not sure if I can do it. I can do it, but I'm scared.
You got this, Becky.
I can do it. I think I have to go back around the other way. Like if I had a harness, I'd be all over it, but without a harness, I'm a baby. I can't. That was really nice of him. I really did just need like a hand, like a little railing would have been nice. But he was just like, come on. I was like, okay. I squeezed his hand and I came across. Woohoo! Let's go! That was so fun. I could do it again.
That guy just showed me up. I could have offered a hand, but we got over here. Good job, Bex.
Let's go. Do something every day that scares you.
I don't think that's how this saying works.
This might be my favorite viewpoint of the Blue Eye because the wall adds like this really dark blue surrounding and then really light blue on the inside. And it's just a cool view. And to get here was an adventure, so it makes it even better. But now that the sun is down, I'm getting a little chilly, so time to go.
This hike was pretty fun, but it is an out and back hike, so we are going to head back to town. We're pretty sure we're gonna get a taxi, and so we'll see y'all back at town. Yep, that was our taxi driver aggressively honking at cars for going the speed limit. And that's when we knew we were in for a wild ride. So we buckled in and watched as he tailgated this poor car, honking repeatedly for half a mile until they finally pulled over. Then came what sounded like a very lively discussion in Albanian. There's a water puddle right there.
That was one of the most stressful taxi rides I've ever taken. Definitely probably the most scary taxi ride I've ever taken. This guy was going so fast around all these curves. There was another car in front that was going slow. He was honking his horn, and then he pulled over. The other car did. Our taxi guy stopped, rolled down the window, and then they started talking back and forth to each other, and I was like, oh no, what's going on? And then he passed, and then it was just like double the speed. He was, I was like holding onto the handle. My foot was like pressed down to the ground, holding my imaginary brake. I need a few deep breaths. But we made it back before the sun went down.
Yeah, so now after our taxi driver quit, he made up for some time, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Well, we get to explore some of the theft. Is that how you say it?
Thief.
We get to explore some of the thieves, so that's cool at least. Silver linings.
Yeah, there's a really cool church that I want to see. Oh, I think I see it. Let's go check it out. Theth may not be very big, but it is gorgeous. This church was built in the early 19th century, and it's just so beautiful with these mountains all around it. It just kind of like sticks out from the background. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it is just so beautiful. I could just look at it all day. Maybe we'll have to come back for sunrise. But now we are gonna go find a place to eat and hopefully try some traditional Albanian food because we haven't had any yet. We've just been eating our tacos.
That changes tonight.
There's a little herd of goats. Should I go shepherd them again?
Heck yeah, you need a steak. Well, we found our dinner place and it's closed. That's one of the downsides of traveling when it's not peak season, because a lot of the stuff that's closed down for the season, say it's open on Google, we go there, not open, joke's on us. And it was the farthest one out of town, so now we have to go back in town. But at least we get to see a beautiful view of the valley on our way to dinner.
Vabone. This is our hike that we're taking tomorrow. 7 hours. Let's go. We got some sausage, pork, potatoes, and panna, which is like a cream, and some bread. I'm excited to eat.
Dig in what first?
I want to try these potatoes and cream.
I know, I was excited about that too.
They're hot. Very simple. Nothing crazy with it, but delicious. It's like butter, but better. Delicious cream. Also got some pork.
That looks like a healthy piece.
Big old platter of pork. Salty and delicious. Round it out with a little sausage. That's some really good flavored sausage.
Yeah, that pork slaps.
Oh, this is really good. And a basket of bread, like usual. I feel like I never serve any meal without bread. Let's eat. This is our pre-hike feast. This place gets 2 thumbs up from me, but I only have 1 thumb available. But now it's time to settle in for the night, get a good night's rest so we can take on our big hike tomorrow. And I am so excited because if this was just like a warm-up, tomorrow's hike is gonna be gorgeous. I think I gotta set my expectations a little bit lower, but I'm pumped. We'll see you tomorrow.